Hey everyone, we just finished up our video, so please let us know again how you feel about it. If you have any rebuttals, any comments, go ahead and leave them down in the comments. And by all means, if you have any ideas you want to share, if you have any experiences you want to share, leave them down in the comments. And go ahead and get a hold of us, and we'll actually do a video with you if you have any experience with this. All right, thank you guys. Hope you enjoy. Hey everybody, it's Javi and
Easton.
all right, so before we go off, hey Easton, tell us something cool you did at the park today.
I did 8 pull-ups in one straight line.
Okay. He basically did it all at once, and he said he wants to train up to do some pretty hardcore stuff later on in life. And I did infer to him, you may have to do difficult things to challenge you. So I just want to give it up to making a challenge, following through, and I think it's just the baby steps every day to make things happen. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and really talk about the main thing as to why we're making this video. So
Money.
It has a lot to do with money this time, and now it has to do with money and education. So where do we go from here? I had an extreme amount of grievance when Easton was given a choice. Actually, only 2 choices, and it was pointed. So he was told from his teacher, and I'm not bashing teachers here, okay? This is purely an observation, and he was doing distance learning, so obviously he was in earshot, and I'm hearing, and the teacher goes, all right, Easton, you have this much currency. Do you want to spend it now or save it? What did you say, Easton?
I want to invest it.
He wants to invest it, he says. What then did your teacher say, Easton?
We couldn't work like that.
Well, what did she say online first, and then she told you?
Okay. So she told me tomorrow we'll, come back.
So she wanted to talk about it with you.
Yeah, because I was actually going to real school.
Okay. So the next day, she told him, hey, come back tomorrow, and we'll talk about it. Okay, so tomorrow comes. Now, Easton, you go into class. What happens when you confront her about this?
So it's like a minute later, I say, I want to, let's talk about investing, I said. I raised my hand. I gave her, class. So, I was like, I want to invest it in, my money. And she said, we can't do that. That's what she actually said.
I got you. So, to paraphrase it, she basically told him, you can't invest it. We don't work like that here. Okay, fine. I was heated. And let me tell you where I'm a bit heated here, okay? So if you want to teach kids about money, I am all about it. The thing is, if you just teach them either to save or spend, that's all they get and that's all they're conditioned to. So if 6-year-olds start learning, hey, I'm just going to save and spend because that's what my teacher tells me to do. Now, this gets into a bit controversial topics of whose responsibility is it to teach about money? Is it the parents or is it school? You can argue for either or. There's many schools of thought on it. But my thing is, if you're going to teach about money, again, I'm about it. But you better teach everything about money. So here we go. You want to say only save or spend is all they got for choices. I have a grievance with that. So my grievance is talk about investing if you can talk about saving or spending. Because all those go together. And I told Easton, thank you for telling me all this, and actually thank you for telling me everything, because we are actually going to have a meeting with his teacher about it. And I know it may seem insignificant, but I want you to understand the second and third order effects. If Easton didn't have me around, if he didn't know anything about investing, I can't prove or disprove that he's going to be an uncontrollable spender or a person who just is financially illiterate going forward in the years. We just don't know. I can't prove or disprove that. I have no facts. I have nothing. But what I do have a huge grievance with, yet again, is they teach about this, but they don't want to teach about anything else. Again, save and spend, but we don't do that investing here. Okay, well, Easton, what did you actually feel when you knew that was your only choice you had? I mean, obviously you're playing the game. I do teach him he's got to play the game at school, even though school is what it is right now. He does get rewarded when he has to eat the poop sandwich, right?
Yep.
Okay. So what did you actually just think? What was your thought process after you're told we don't work like that here? Honestly.
Like, I really don't want to be in the class and stuff. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I would say screw it too, buddy. I mean, it's we go to school to learn, and again, teachers, I think they have a tough job as it is. They get paid crappy. You know, I advocate for teachers to get paid more, actually. Those that do their job and, you know, have the worth for it. And I will always ask and always really congratulate teachers for not pushing their political views on our kids. And what I really wanted to do when we have this conference with this teacher, I'm going to go ahead and offer my services. I'm like, hey, I don't know much about money. I'm not really much of an educated guy. I have a bachelor's degree, whatever, right? Everyone has that nowadays. Who cares? But I do have a little business knowledge. I mean, I have a business. I have a small business. It's in real estate. I may know a little bit about investing, just a bit. Right? Just a bit?
Just a bit.
That's where he gets the idea of saying, hey, I want to either save my money or spend it or invest it. He knows what is a savvy investment. Now, he did say, you know, Javi, what can I invest my money in? So over the weekend, I'm like, you know what? Since you can't technically open up a brokerage in any of the brokerages we know, you can invest in potential items that could grow in value. Pokemon cards, figurines. And speaking of figurines, what did you buy this weekend, Easton?
Back to the Future. And I'll show you how you just open it up, and there's his figure. And that's how I vest. I got two things to vest. My Pokemon GX, then V's, then VMAXs, EX, you know, that kind of stuff. And it shows in the back every kind of, it says if it's skateboard, if it's camera, if it's guitar, and it's glasses.
So when Easton initially bought this, he wanted to buy two because since he purchased this, he was asking me and his mother, "Can I please open it?" But then we told him, if you open it, it loses value, and whatever potential monies it may be worth in the future just goes out the door. It's gone. I mean, do you still feel like you want to open it, Easton?
Yeah.
What do you want to do when you open it?
Play with it.
Play with it, okay. So, again, I commend him for not even opening that up when we're not looking. The amount of just self-restraint he has at 6 is actually very impressive. We actually, his mom and I were thinking, how has he not opened it yet? I was like, I don't know, but we did tell him, if you open it, the value you're looking to gain in the future goes away. So, it's good on you for not opening it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Easton, why would you think that's going to be worth money in the future? You remember Mommy and I telling you why?
Because they might make a new movie and it'll be older. And it might be worth more.
So, some other factors. Can I carry this, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a huge Michael J. Fox fan. I mean, I watched all his movies growing up. I mean, Teen Wolf, Back to the Futures. But Easton, in the rare case that Michael J. Fox passes away or anything, this is going to be worth a lot of money.
Well, by the way, there's these characters down there. You can get that. You know.
So, again, we don't wish any death on anyone. However, if there's significant life events that happen, I did tell Easton, these things will boost this in value. And we don't want anything to happen to anyone, of course. But another reason is if they make a remake of Back to the Future, which I really hope they don't, we don't know what it'll do to the price. So we're keeping this. We're inferring that you keep this and you don't open it.
Because if they do make another one, they might lower price that one and then put more bigger price on the other one.
So yes, again, any significant events that have anything to do with Back to the Future, their cast, especially Michael J. Fox, we're thinking, we prognosticate that there will most likely be an increase in value of all merch. So that's one of the reasons why we're really asking him, do not break it, do not open it. And this goes for your Pokemon cards too. As much as he wants to battle them and trade them, we do tell him, just keep them in their package, do not mess with them, and we're going to go ahead and see where this goes. And that's his way of investing. And again, we're not telling teachers they're doing a horrible job. I stay objective with it. I actually have friends and acquaintances and family members that are teachers. So I am the last person to want to criticize them. The only thing I will, again, air my grievance on is if you're going to teach them about money, at least have the basis, at least the basic knowledge to teach about all aspects of money. Because if our kids don't know the actual value of money and how to make it work for them, we're not really living in the greatest times with money right now, and we are living in a bubble. So we don't know when this bubble is going to burst. And I know you don't know what I'm talking about, buddy, with bubble, but it's the economic bubble, okay?
Like when you when it bursts up a new
No, it's talking about what's going to happen with the economy. Because right now, if the money's being inflated, there's a lot of things inflating the bubble, and as soon as that pops, well, I mean, prices may go up, our value of the dollar may go down. We don't know. So it's important to know the value of money and what money can do for you and how to make it work for yourself. So you don't want to work the rest of your life, buddy, you know?
we want to save, and we don't, by the way, here we go. Here's the second thing, but not about, like, none of that stuff left behind that for now. So don't give them allowance because, you know, there's nothing they did. Only if they did something. That's only.
So we'll go ahead and close this out. So I do pay Easton based off of a 1099 criteria, meaning 1099 meaning you only get paid if you do work, right? Independent contractors. So when Easton does something, you know, just spectacular, we do reward him. And we reward him handsomely. Some people have commented and have texted me, personal friends, you gave him this for doing that. Well, they didn't know where he was before. He was afraid of the water, didn't know how to swim. So yes, whenever PS5s become not so scarce, he will get a PS5. I'm not going to pay $1,000, $2,000 for one right now to give to him. So when he does do anything spectacular, he does get rewarded. He is rewarded on an honor system in a sense. He does something great, he gets rewarded. I refuse, and so does his mom. We refuse to give him any sort of allowance because we feel that has many similarities with forms of, how do I say? Because I really don't want to get controversial. Forms of payments that we just don't agree with of salary. So that's just the only reason. Does that make sense, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, Easton, what would you tell other kids right now if they're told by their teachers you either spend or save your currency you earn in class? What would you say?
I want to invest because it would be good. You get, currency from it, real ones, and you get like points, you can work up to the top. And if they say go back tomorrow, just go back tomorrow.
Basically, Easton's getting the concept of making your money work for yourself, okay? So if there's any little kids that are watching this, tactfully challenge your teachers. You'd rather invest your money, make it work for yourself, and you want to see it grow, okay? You want to double pennies every day. That's what you want to do, right?
Yeah, double pennies.
Double pennies. All right, so that's all we got. Hey, thank you guys again for joining us. Go ahead and leave
and subscribe and comment.
Yes. Hey, if you have any rebuttal to what we're saying, we'd like to hear what you got to say. Complete honesty. If you want to bash us for this, that's fine too. Constructive criticism. We get better every day, right, buddy?
Yep.
All right. Hey, thank you, everybody. Have a good one.
I don't think I do it good, no, I think I do it great. They would do it if they could, they can't do it so they hate. Everybody wanna look, but nobody wanna play. Stealing eyes like a crook while I put it on display. I don't do it by the book, no, I do my own thing. That's why every single hook got them singing like me. And I ain't in any rush, cause I'm finally getting paid. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made.